All right, so let's get the next string. Now the next string is over here. I'm going to take it out. Okay. And I'm going to be underneath the warp. This is the warp string, so underneath it I am going to go over the warp string, like that, over. Then I'm going to go underneath the warp string and through the hole right here, through this hole. And then I'm going to pull up. This is called a half knot. And I'm going to hold the warp string like this so that when I pull up, right, I don't really bend this. And you know, be gentle. You don't need to go all the way. It's going to be right there. And now we have a tendency to want to go this way to weave it, but no, we're going to go from behind. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to get your needle or your paperclip needle. I'm going to go ahead and string this up. There I am, okay? And let's give it some slack, you know? Okay? And I'm going to go from behind, everyone, from behind, all right? And I'm going to go under, right? I'm going to go under and then over. Now, how do I know whether to go under or over? All I have to do, if I ever get lost, is look at the warp string right next to it. See how this warp string, this blue, is going over the green? Well, if this warp string is going over the green, then the next warp string needs to go under it. Remember, we're doing, like, you have to do the opposite. Okay, so here we are doing the opposite, and that is a tabby weave. Okay, and I'm going to stop where I stopped with the other, even though I need to go all the way, but just for the sake of demonstration and showing you how we're doing this. And so now, you know, and then you have to be careful, because sometimes, see, like I got caught right in here. I do think that maybe a needle will be easier. Let me try this again. Okay, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, okay, and then I'm going to go ahead, and that's the problem, that sometimes, you know, the paper clip will catch, but for now let's just try that like this. All right, so again, don't just simply pull on the yarn. Don't just pull on the yarn. You need to put your finger right here, hold it, and then when you pull down, okay, when you pull down, you will have, you know, another weave right in there, okay? Another weave right in there. And there you go. Let's do one more, just for the sake of consistency, or, you know, just to really drive the point home. And let me see. So I'm going to go ahead and put this guy in there. Now, I'm going to go over my diagonal warp string, under it, and through this hole, just like that. I'm going to pull up, hold this string, pull up, just about right there. How far should I go? Well, you want it to be around the same level as the slit. So my slit is right there, the orange one's a little behind, the blue one is much higher. There it is, right there. So that's how you want to be. So now, from back here, again, remember, don't make the mistake of going over the warp. Now you're going to be behind it, and you see the pink right here, this pink. If I look down the pink, what is my orange string doing? It's going over. So that means my green string needs to go under, from behind the warp, the red string here. So I'm going to go under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over. Again, this is a tabby weave. And then as I pull through, you see that? Maybe if I turn it, yeah, sideways, I just have to kind of gently finagle this through. Just like that. And again, put your finger here, and then you can pull on tight. Again, you do want to go all the way down to the bottom, all the way to the bottom. Okay, all the way to the bottom. And you're going to keep doing that all the way down until you get to the very end. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start weaving this, and then I'll get back to you as I get closer to the very end so that you can see how I finish it up, and also how we tie our square knots all around the edges for the phrase.